The views and opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the podcast as a whole. If you feel so inclined to cancel, please cancel the person, not the show. With your bum ass.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
You are watching a master at work.
Start with a drink. Can you hear me? Okay. All your volumes is low. Okay.
Turn my shit up then.
Turn my mic up.
So your mics are all. You hear us?
I hear me.
You
You got it
You
on
guys hear
medium.
me?
He said, I hear me.
I hear
Do
you.
you hear me?
Yeah.
It's on 75%. This shit could blow your eardrums.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So, In the Heights came out. Y'all watched it?
Flames.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing the
You
shirt.
watching? You watching?
That's the reason.
You Dominican? Extra Dominican?
Hell yeah. I gotta represent. Somebody gotta be Dominican in this movie.
Washington Heights?
Somebody gotta be Dominican in this movie. Since we're talking about it.
Somebody has to be Dominican?
No.
All
I'm
right,
being
hold
extra.
Hold on.
I'm being extra.
All right, so In the Heights came out. Did you watch it on HBO and the movies?
HBO.
HBO? Movies?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so the movie, directed by John M. Chu,
Well, who did Crazy Rich Asians?
Crazy Rich Asians. Did you see that,
That
one?
one was good.
I
see
have
that?
not.
You have not? You seen it?
Heard all about it though.
Liked it or didn't like it?
Saw it with my mother.
Did you like it or didn't like it?
It was good. It shouldn't have been that crazy. It wasn't that crazy.
I
For
think
the-
it was the first of its kind.
That's why it blew up. But it was just a
Yeah.
regular rom-com.
it
was
was,
good.
but it's the
It was a
first
good-
like Asian, like full Asian movie, you know. So it's like everybody went crazy for it.
He also directed a bunch of sequels like G.I. Joe 2, Step Up 2, and all that.
He's
Did
lining
you
up
guys
on
like him?
sequels. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm just saying that's what he's known for. That's what he's known for. Did you see any of those?
I saw all those.
Yes.
Step Up 2 was fire.
Step
So-
Up 2, 1, all the Step Up was pretty good.
So coming in, what's your take on this director?
I don't have that much of a take. I mean,
No?
you line up sequels. I don't know him by name. Like, I didn't know his name.
Okay. All right.
I didn't know him personally. Like, I
He
didn't
did
know his work.
amazing on In the Heights.
Okay. So In the Heights. So Vic, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was fire. But I like musicals, right? So I'm corny. I like that.
What other musicals did you like? Like give me some
Grease,
examples. Okay.
Hairspray. Like, I saw them both on Broadway. I go
Oh, in person, the movies, the actual stage.
both.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw Hairspray twice in one day on Broadway, and I've seen the movies a bunch of times. I went with my mom one time, and then I went with my girl one time. It was a special. I gotta know that. They don't know that it was a special. They don't know that. They might know now, but I have a couple nits. So I loved it. Overall, loved it. But there's a couple nits. Like, it's In the Heights. The main guy is Dominican, and he looks the least Dominican out of anybody up and down anywhere in the Heights.
You're talking about Anthony Ramos.
He don't look Dominican. He don't sound
But
Dominican.
what does Dominican look like?
Hello.
Yeah, I know, but there's a wide. I know Dominicans.
There
that
is,
go from
and he's not anywhere on the
wide range.
spectrum.
Really?
Bro, so like I know a lot of Colombians that watch Narcos, and they can't watch Narcos because Pablo Escobar in Narcos is Brazilian. He speaks Portuguese. He can't speak Colombian Spanish like the other people.
But I
This
actually
guy
heard
doesn't speak.
he did a good job. Like
He speaks fantastic
yeah,
for
like
anybody
mimicking.
who's not Colombian and is
Right.
like, no, he not.
Okay.
I happen to be Dominican.
Right.
He opens his mouth. No, he not.
So what was he? Do you know?
Who? Anthony Ramos?
Yeah.
He looks like he's from Iran, like Morocco. He doesn't look any kind of Latino. He sounds like he must have hung out in New York.
I feel like he does.
He's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Why couldn't he just be Puerto Rican? Make the one girl who looked kind of Dominican, she was Puerto Rican. Switch him.
I think it's hard when it comes to looks because I feel like Latinos are such a wide range of colors and
Fine,
types.
but then they made it such an intricate part of the movie. They put
Okay.
he has 2 stickers on his wall and they're both the Dominican flag.
yeah.
He's so supposed to be so Dominican, and they went through such lengths to make everything else authentic, which they do.
yeah.
And
So-
this is your main character who has one
Right.
arc, and it's all about Dominican Republic.
So
Come
do you
on.
guys feel like like DR has been put on the spotlight and you feel robbed because the guy?
It's
didn't
not even all
represent?
that. It's not even all that serious.
Okay.
It's not. It's
No, I'm
just a
just
small
wondering
nit.
if
It's-
that's
yeah, no.
how-
I could make it. You know what I'm saying? I could
Yeah.
make it a big deal. It's not that big a deal.
Oh, okay.
It's a small nit. Small picking. I'm picking a small nit.
Okay.
If you're gonna do that, or just don't make him Dominican. Make someone else Dominican.
All right.
But other than that, on that little thing, and it was a little long. Just like how just like how this is my speech. This movie, A little long. 20 minutes less, and it would have been even better. Maybe 40 minutes.
Wow.
It was a little
2
long.
hours?
It was 2:30.
Two,
Yeah,
really?
2.5 hours
Oh,
almost.
wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it moves well, and like the scenes. I get it. Musicals are long.
Yeah.
You have to play out the whole numbers. It's a Broadway show.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
probably would have had 2 intermissions. I get it. So there's an excuse for it being long. Still, though, 2.5 is.
Yeah.
Drag.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even realize that, to be honest with you.
It was
That's
long.
the first thing I saw when I clicked play because on HBO. See, y'all saw it in the movies.
Yeah, that's
On HBO, it says 2 hours and 44 minutes.
And you're on the countdown.
You know what? I saw actually Cruella, and that was pretty long too for a kids movie.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
like
no.
2 hours.
I didn't see that one.
Well needed for all those.
But I was
all
just
the-
wondering,
every
are
minute
movies
was
getting
needed.
longer in general?
They have to compete
Yeah.
because now TV, Netflix, those 6 hour, 8 hour,
Yeah.
miniseries. That's what's killing right now.
Maybe,
So
yeah.
movies are like shit. We gotta. And then Marvel. All Marvel movies are 4.5 hours long.
Wow.
It's a prerequisite.
Well, this movie was done over a year ago. It was supposed to come out last year, but it didn't because of the pandemic. So it had an extra year editing and all that. And now they want people in the movie theaters. So maybe that affected the edit.
I hear
they
that.
had
That makes
time.
sense.
They had time.
That makes
They
sense.
had time extra edit, yeah.
But yeah,
But-
other than that, and then it had an excuse to be long. Like I get it. Well, I get why. Like if I'm playing devil's advocate, like if I'm John Chu or whatever, I'm like, yo, it's a musical. Fall back. I get. All right, I get it.
Well, what did you think?
So, for me, I felt like it was the type of movie that most Latinos like could relate to. Like it was very like the story and like our struggles as far as being immigrants or having parents that are immigrants. I felt like it was the type of movie that a lot of people could pinpoint somebody in their family or somebody that they can say, oh, my grandma went through that, my sister, my mother, whoever. You know, I feel like it was a very relatable topic.
It has something for
And-
everybody.
Yeah, but I also my little niche with it was the there was some strong stereotypes, like, and I'm just wondering, for it being such a big movie and a lot of people are gonna see it and it was a musical, like, is that gonna like be a benefit to us as far as like are people gonna look at those stereotypes and be like, yeah, that's what they are,
Like what stereotypes? I don't want to put you on the spot, but like
Yeah,
what stereotypes do you mean? Like
like the girl, the nail salon girls with the
Yeah,
I
they
literally
juiced
wrote that.
They did
Yeah,
juice
yeah.
that up.
I wrote down salon scene.
Yeah,
Semicolon.
like, it was
I
just-
always imagined salons were just like that.
But
Is that a
maybe-
stereotype?
I don't know.
Because for people on the outside, so like my small point, I don't mean to cut you off. We're gonna go right back to what you said.
yeah.
But like those stereotypes help for people who we know the inside.
right.
For people who are coming to this
To get
saying,
an
"Oh, I don't
insight
know
of
anything
our
about the
world.
Heights or Latino," we kind of need stereotypes to push. You know what I'm saying? To make I exaggerate just to make a point. So you might
Okay.
have to push a stereotype just to make a point. Like
That's
the
the
salon
word.
is part
I think,
of the.
I think they're exaggerated
Yes,
stereotypes.
yes.
So for me, that was a little like, not everyone does that, or not everyone is like that, or
Right.
not everyone like dresses like that, or is mad like gaudy with their shit. Like, you know,
Right.
like I just felt like because it was such a musical that has a huge platform, and
Mm-hmm.
it's one of the big movies that a lot of people are like paying attention to right now. Like I was like, did they go a little bit too far with the stereotypes?
Right. That's fair.
But other than that,
I think Domino's made an appearance, right? Domino's?
Pizza?
No, the game.
Oh,
Domino's.
oh, oh.
And was there hookah in the movie?
I didn't see hookah. That's the one thing
There was no hookah,
that
right?
was missing from
I don't
Washington
think
Heights.
so.
Yeah, they should definitely had the hooping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There had to be.
That's all I
Once
wanna
they're
say.
in that little alley, we got to rewatch
Somebody
it.
in
Somebody
there-
has to
in
have
there.
one.
Somebody caught it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
it was too
I could've
hot.
come
Remember, it was the blackout. It was too hot for
Yeah,
hookah.
maybe. But at some point, there has to be a hookah there. No, but I agree. But I just think, again, playing devil's advocate, if I'm John Chu or if I'm Lin-Manuel Rivera, whatever, who wrote it, I'm saying for those people who are coming to the first time, we might have to exaggerate just to make a point, just to show you. Like, nobody eats a tres golpe. Like, when they were cooking, you don't make tres golpe every, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a treat. But, of course, when you show them cooking, you're going to make them a tres golpe.
But
You're going to make them Domino's.
that's like a national dish.
Yeah,
You're
so
just
you
gonna show
so
it.
you have to sort of push some of the stereotypes just to teach, just to educate. Oh, this is us. Not
Yeah.
this isn't all of us,
right. Yeah,
but this is us. This is the essence of
the
us.
essence.
Yeah.
I get that. And then like maybe the girl at the end. I mean, I thought his daughter was mad cute. Like I loved her,
Mm-hmm.
but like she was a girl who had the girl he was talking to who had these crazy dreams like of a designer, and like I think I would have wanted to see her maybe like actually make it out in that world. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
a spinoff.
yeah, like something. She ended up having a kid with him staying on the block, and I'm kind of like, damn, I had higher hopes for her, you know? Like that's kind of how I was like a little like,
Or
Just about the Heights.
or the whole thing was about El Sueñito, and like the
Well,
overall
that's-
message, right? The backbone of this movie, after all the glitz and the glam and the thing,
That's the point.
the overall message is build your beach. Like you don't have to leave to DR. You don't have to go downtown. You don't have to build your beach here.
Yeah, wherever
That's
you
why they
are.
exaggerated the salon like that, because they built it like that. That's how that block was ran.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think
The culture was strong.
It would have been dope if she went downtown and made it. But the whole point is in the Heights. We build it here, so we made it here,
Or
and they
maybe
made her
she
little.
did her boutique in the Heights or
That's
something.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
like-
because
like
even
I-
at the end of the store, you see her shit there.
Yeah, yeah. You do. I guess I had like a bigger expectation for her because she was so talented in the movie, right? So like for me,
Was she though?
in the movie, like what I got from what she was trying to do, like she was a girl who was working in a nail salon, but she had all these dreams and she wanted to like leave. And I understand that the point was not to leave, but I just felt like maybe she could have blew up in her own.
And you see some of her dresses. Would you wear that shit?
I mean,
I'm just
that's-
saying.
that's
Was she that talented?
that's
I don't
not the
know.
point.
She had a couple good singing scenes.
That's
Yeah.
not the point. The point is that in the movie,
Yeah,
that's her representation. That
No,
she
I'm
was
just fucking with
talented.
you. I'm
It's
fucking
like-
with you.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be she was gonna blow up a little further.
yeah. That's what I just.
I think she was underdeveloped. I think of all the 3 story arcs, she got the least. You just assumed that she was good at clothing and
did.
stuff,
I
but
agree.
she didn't really like.
You didn't see it.
Yeah, because you saw. You
They gave her 20 minutes of fame in the beginning of the movie. After that,
Yeah.
it was
She
like
just
faded.
kinda-
Or she was always gathering materials. Remember, she gathered
Yeah,
material from a
I
trash
thought
Yeah,
can.
but you don't know what
Yeah.
she's doing.
Nobody
Like, you
in the
just see
Heights
it.
gets things from trash cans.
They gassed that.
So okay, maybe something like that. Like
That would never happen.
whole
I mean,
bunch
I
in
don't
the
know. Do we
trash.
know these people? Maybe there is. I don't know.
Bro, you're going through trash in the Heights at night. So first of all, right there, you
it
attacked
was
by a
a-
rat monster.
It wasn't at night.
Bro, the one where she's going through trash cans was nighttime. She went through 3 different types of garbage to
3
get through
scenes of
material.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
to get
First
material.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Yeah.
but like you don't see
Her
you
mate
just see
doing
to
anything.
develop it. Yeah,
But
you
if-
just see her
but
collecting
if,
stuff.
But if you're
100%.
that broke, would you do that? If you were that passionate and you wanted that much inspiration?
No, I don't have a problem with her going
I'm
through the
just saying,
trash. I
you
mean,
think
I wish they
somebody would?
developed more. Like I wish
Her
you see
storyline?
some of her sewing or something right in the beginning.
No, you do. You do see some of
You
her
do,
stuff.
but
11
like
You
seconds.
see her
She's
putting
doing-
stuff together.
you don't really
hear what
bring.
you're saying.
Yeah, whatever. What did you think?
It was a great movie overall. It was pretty good. Like
I go
like
from
the
great
scene-
to pretty good.
Nah, I like the because there were certain scenes like you just said. There's
Yeah.
certain scenes that they over exaggerated, but the singing scene's perfect. Pool scene perfect. They had the salon scene pretty good.
Is that pool actually in the Heights? Like I was wondering about that. Like does
Right?
exist
It looked
there?
way too
yeah,
nice.
it was
It's
too big. It was
nice.
too big. It
It's
looked
too
like
big?
it probably wasn't.
No, damn.
Or it probably used to be. It's just not no more.
He thought maybe it was in Playland. I mean, I have never.
At
been
first,
to
it
that
looked
pool.
like Playland until you see the other side.
Oh.
Because you know Playland pool, like you see the pillars,
Yeah.
but until they showed the other side,
I
then
was like,
it was
I
totally
didn't really have
different.
that type
But
of
they had
pool, right?
everybody
No, in
cooking
Playland
up.
did.
Everybody was cooking up. Corey Hawkins, Benny was doing his thing.
Corey Hart. So he got. So like you said, he got backlash for not having enough Afro Latino influences in here or
I
having too
saw
many
that.
light skin. Bro, it comes to a point where how many Afro Latino actors are there? He put a black dude in the movie just to have some kind of Afro influence and made it good. Thank God Corey Hawkins could sing and act and do all this crazy stuff.
Is it because he wasn't Latino? Like people are like, well, that's not representing us.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just wondering if that's
he's
what people
getting
are
heat
thinking.
for not having enough Afro Latinos when he
Yeah.
put an actual black dude in it to act Spanish because there wasn't enough Afro.
I didn't think he was acting
Was he acting
Spanish.
Spanish?
Benny?
Yeah,
he was
I don't-
singing. He was speaking in.
Oh,
Was he speaking Spanish? No, I thought he
He
was
spoke
like.
in Spanish. He had Spanglish.
I mean, he liked the Dominican girl and
And
he
his
was
name is
eating the
I
Benny.
didn't
food
get the
and all
vibe
that,
that
but
he
he
was
wasn't
a
on the
Heights.
Latino.
Oh, I
he was-
definitely did.
Oh, okay, I didn't get that.
Singing?
Oh.
Yeah, he sang and he sang. He
sang.
sang in Spanglish.
Spanish? He
and,
did?
and spoke in Spanglish.
Yeah,
100.
he had a
percent
Like
couple,
a
he had a
few
couple of
words.
scenes.
A
Yeah, he
few
had a couple of
words.
scenes.
But he wasn't saying like full blown.
No, so
It's because he can't. He doesn't. He's Dr. Dre.
So
He's
maybe
good.
that's
Probably
why I
could.
didn't get the vibe that he was a Latino. I thought he was
yeah.
just
Wait,
in
see,
the
so
town. Like,
you're saying that he didn't? He's not a black man in the movie. He's like he's playing a Latino.
I think so. Benny?
Because they never address his
Nah,
race really.
No, Benny's the black man. In
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a-
Is he black?
yeah.
That's
yeah,
what I
he's
thought.
the black
yeah.
man in the movie. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't get that.
I thought he was
Latino.
Panamanian. Because he's speaking Spanish. He's
But
black.
they should have definitely put an Afro Latino in there, a full solid Afro Latino. Is Dasha? No, cute. She wasn't. She's not.
His girl wasn't. What did you consider her Afro Latino?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would
What
consider-
more do you want? Who else? I just don't know who. Look up a list of Afro Latino actresses who could sing, dance, and make. Don't you want people who are good? Like I would rather first Latinos who can act or sing or can bring something to the film.
I think he was awesome. I like that guy. He's a good young actor.
He was good. He was good.
Who? Corey Hawkins.
Corey Hawkins.
Yeah, they were all good. Even the guy who's not Dominican was good.
I love the scene where they're like dancing on the building. Like that was really original to me. Like that was. A
Oh,
different
when it
yeah,
tripped.
I just thought that was a
Not
different.
really- that's from that's Chris Nolan. That's
Yeah, Janine.
that's Inception.
Janine
Oh, I
O'Keefe.
didn't see that movie.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was gonna do it in a musical, but they did.
Okay. I thought like it was just like I liked the way it was
Yeah,
romantic.
La La
I saw
Land
he's
did it.
leaning- he's
Inception
leaning
did
La
it.
La
forward.
Land, I remember.
Yeah,
but
they
I
did
didn't
it.
think they were doing that like on the side of a building, were they?
They did it. They switched the whole. They were dancing on something. They flipped the whole camera. They did it in Inception. He was running down the hallway, but on the wall. They do that a lot.
Oh, okay, okay.
That little camera trick.
I was actually gonna say like that's a similar movie to this one that I liked.
Shot that way, but not story and
No, yeah, but it's
yeah.
similar.
that scene maybe. Yeah.
Definitely a lot
Okay.
of
So what do you think is the best performance in there? I think it was Corey.
Yeah,
I think he stole that movie.
Benny.
Yeah.
I
Benny.
know his movie name.
Benny.
Benny stole that
Benny,
movie.
Yeah.
Benny killed it. The pool scene killed it.
Just right off the bat, the way his melody switched and his cadences and all that.
Him singing at the car service. The car
Yeah,
service
he
scene
was
was
killing.
probably my
That was
favorite scene.
the first one.
When Nina comes back.
Yeah, you sing.
And also,
rap and all
the
that.
lead character kind of left the door open for him to steal the movie. Like, is he? I don't think.
He wasn't like.
Is he gay? Is Anthony Ramos gay?
I don't know. I didn't get that.
Because he
vibe.
had zero chemistry with whole girl, no chemistry. Like she brought all the chemistry. The couple scenes that they had when the little cousin had to ask her out for him, and she came up.
I think he was extremely shy and nervous around her.
Okay, you could do that once. One scene, I buy it. You're shy and nervous, and when you're asking her out, cool. But then at the house, when she throws him a beer, and he like is nervous again. Like, oh, you're nervous again. And then at the thing, he lets her dance. Oh, you're nervous again. Oh, so what's happening? He would never
I
bag
think-
her in this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
in real
the-
life, he would never bag.
Yeah, I think the whole time like she was a strong one like pursuing him.
Again, I understand that concept,
Yeah.
and it works once, maybe even twice. But with characters, it needs to be an arc. So
What
he was
I-
just shy, scared.
I
her
mean,
the
what
whole
I
time?
get it from was that they knew each other their whole lives, whatever. They grew up together, and she went away for a year, and that's when he really like noticed that he really liked her a lot. And
Who
when
went
she
away?
came-
Nobody went away.
She went to college.
I'm talking about Anthony Ramos. I'm talking about the lead guy,
The lead
and,
guy
and the white girl,
Oh, the other girl.
She's white.
light skin, Melissa Barrera, Vanessa in the movie. Vanessa,
Oh, Vanessa.
Vanessa, and
And Usnavi,
Usnavi.
how he got his name. That was
U.S.
funny.
Navy.
That was some of
But
that.
even Usnavi, Dominican ass name. We have the worst
Usnavi.
names. Norkelis, Dudelka. We have dumb ass names. Usnavi was
Alright,
perfect.
So at least they did that.
Oh, that
for
was
justice.
perfect. That was
That was
perfect.
accurate.
And then how he got his name?
I loved
U.S.
it.
Navy?
I loved it.
Dominican.
Usnavi.
Oh, Dominican.
Okay, so at least it did some justice in that.
It was
part.
perfect.
Okay, so what do you guys think about Nina's story? Like the fact that she wanted to quit college and all that, and everything her dad was doing. I mean, this is a really big spoiler. I hope people are,
It's too late by now. It's too late.
Yeah, we fucked that up.
Yeah,
But nobody watches reviews before they watch a movie. That's stupid.
I think you got to warn them. Spoiler alert.
You're right.
It's surprised it didn't make that much money. That's crazy.
didn't?
Nah,
Well, that's because people aren't going
And
to
it's
the
streamed,
movies.
yeah.
nah. Even the streams though, it wasn't comparable to like Quiet Place 2 or all the other new movies that came out. This was like low for some reason. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe it's a slow burn.
Probably
They're still stuck on Hamilton.
it's like it's a specialty movie. Not many people
It's Latino. We work a lot.
mess with
Probably-
musicals in general.
That's another one.
I mean, they should be popular, but I don't know why.
Wait, but let's go back. What did you guys think about Nina's storyline? Because like, did she have a right to like give up on college and all that? Like, I thought like it was. I thought it was strong how she was at a protest and that the kid was like like you have such a great opportunity and I want to be like you. And I thought that was a really positive message for people watching this movie because I think a lot of people think that they're not good enough or they don't have a shot. So like for me, that was powerful. Her storyline.
Right. And I think at first, like, she was singing and talking about how she didn't know if she was too much pressure on her. So I couldn't make up my mind because there was two reasons why she didn't want to go back to school.
Mm.
But we're gonna get into that in the first topic. So
Oh, bet.
my
this
bad.
is basically the movie though. Just the movie. To wrap it up real quick, what do you rate it, Jared?
I'll give it a
do that
B. B plus.
B plus.
B
Solid
plus.
B plus. What do you relate it to?
I can relate that to what's the current.
I'll come back to you, Vic.
I want to give it a B plus too. I'll give it a B plus.
A B
I'll give it a
plus?
B plus.
Yeah, I'll give it an A.
A.
Yeah, I liked
Okay,
it.
A.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, I give it a straight B. It was pretty good.
That's
It's
fair.
a little too long. I don't know musicals. I'm not comfortable with that genre, so I can't speak on it like that.
Oh,
I just
here
thought
for
it
you.
was a little too long,
Yep.
and the storylines, some of them were more developed than others, and I just want to see more Benny. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
He needs a spin-off.
He needs a spinoff. Yeah.
Okay.
How come you didn't
definitely
see him
will.
older? Like, I wanted to see him older.
Oh.
In other ones, you just see him.
He gone with Nina.
Can you compare this to La La Land?
I was gonna say I compare it to La La Land.
It's close.
Yeah, because I've seen La La Land and that's pretty.
It's
It's
musically.
musical. Yeah. I mean,
That's
those.
pretty
those
good.
And it's a romance.
and the only thing I
it's
didn't understand, like the vibe, but like musicals are supposed to be like general, right? Like all ages, all ages.
some, not all.
Like at first, I thought it was like a kids, like not kids, but like more general. Then they got into talking some crazy stuff, like
Yeah, this
amazing
is not
nail
for
salon.
kids.
Yeah, right.
This
But
is
in
not
the
for
two,
kids.
like in Greece, they're talking about fucking in Greece.
yeah.
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 And
that's not for
Hairspray,
kids.
she's talking about
Okay, I
losing
don't
her
know. Yeah,
virginity
so-
and
But they
Hairspray.
have
They
these
get
kids
raunchy.
acting.
They
Okay,
Yeah,
they
there's
do?
some
That's
musicals
normal?
that are definitely not for kids.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
There are musicals that are geared towards children, and then there's those musicals that they have subject matter that's for adults. Like it's
Yeah.
just in musical form that it's delivered.
Okay. The only
They
musical
consider this PG-13. And I don't.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you relate it to any other movie? La La Land.
Oh, I was saying La La Land, but other than that, I don't. I mean, anything that's like about romance and it's a musical, I think it would be similar.
Gotcha.
But it's an original as far as like the Latin
This
culture.
had some rap to it. I like this. I like the
Okay.
heights. This had a little.
All right.
Yeah, a
jump
little
to
bit of
it.
everything.
Yeah.
All right. In the Heights.
Redo.
Okay.
Okay.
So, in the Heights, there's a bunch of themes in the movie, just like every other movie. And one of them was like, does tradition hold back progress? Speaking of the Washington Heights, you know, they had some of them, like the nail salon, hair salon, nail salon, both.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were going to move out, you know, and that was like controversial for them. And like the
The cleaners that bought out the taxi stand.
cleaners and all that.
So what do you mean? So what's your question again? Sorry.
So, does tradition hold back progress?
That's tough, right? Especially in those examples, because like gentrification
Right.
or like
That's something they can't control.
yeah, that's tough.
Well, he could have the taxi cab, Andy Garcia's character, right? Tradition would be he holds on to the cab stand,
But he didn't
That's
have
not
the
real-
means to like that.
but he wanted to progress to get the daughter into the school, so he
Okay.
sold his.
But that's
joint.
a little different because you're talking
Yeah.
about traditions, and that's more like what we grew up with, what our parents teach us, and like that has really nothing to do with.
Well, tradition would
gentrification.
be by tradition I mean like they all stay in the Washington Heights forever.
But that's impossible if they're raising rents. If they're saying that they can't stay there, if they're getting bought out by these, people who come in with a lot of money. So like, as much as you want to hold on to tradition and keep things the way they used to be, it's almost like they're being forced out. So I think that's kind of hard.
Up to business.
Take it to Usnavi.
Usnavi.
Right.
His thing was the same thing, basically. Tradition, he wanted to, well, he had a dream.
He
Dream
had
would
a
be,
sueñito.
But he
In
had to
the-
step up his little corner shop. It couldn't just be a little bodega. They came up with an idea at the end. That was the whole point of the movie, that they did something so that they can stay in the hood
They can
Yeah, but he-
progress.
and they can progress along with
still
what's
hold on to
coming
their tradition.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but-
they had to like it up to just what they were used to.
that's
That's
exactly
what
my
you're-
point.
Okay,
Yes,
so
my
that's
point.
different though, because
That's the whole theme of the movie. But there's
Right.
smaller versions of that in the
In
other
the movie.
storylines.
On the
Yeah,
cab
there's
shop, they could have done the same thing. Just up their business. Just held off. They could have. Everybody should have supported just the cab stand. Just how they supported the corner store.
exactly. So, but in general, do you think not just this? The topic was branching
So-
off of the movie, not specifically talking about the movie. In general, just tradition hold back progress.
Yes, it does.
I don't think
There's
it.
certain-
Go ahead.
There's certain people that will hold on to, like, it might have been better if they did move the salon to across
Grand
the way.
Concourse, yeah.
Grand Concourse. It would have probably made them a couple more hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands. It could have made them more money. Waiting for that gentrification or things to happen can be a big loss. So
I think
that's-
they want to be in control of their progress, as opposed to gentrifying the place. Right? Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you have to still be in tune with your culture, even if that happens. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. But like, I like that way that they incorporated the corner store with a beauty salon / like market. Like they made something work out of what they had.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like how they did it was special because they still didn't lose their identity. Like, I think our culture and what we're taught and our traditions that are passed down to us is for a reason. And the moment we lose that, we lose who we are as Latinos. And you can no longer call yourself a Latino. You can no longer like identify to that. So you always have to hold on to certain traditions, but maybe you have to like, I don't know, like modify it, but you don't let go of it. I don't think you can.
So I think to word it, tradition holds back progress. I don't think that's the correct wording. I think to progress, I guess in progression, you lose some tradition. I don't think tradition is what holds back progress, but I think in while you progress, you lose some of the tradition, or at least that's a difficulty, right? Like that's something that you have to try to hold.
Or would you say is tradition an obstacle
Yeah.
for progression?
I think the other way. I think progression is an obstacle to hold on to your tradition.
You know what's funny? Like sometimes as Latinos, we grow up a certain way, and maybe something that our parents did or that we did, we don't find so special because we grew up, you know, in that world. But then here comes somebody else from another world, and they look at it and they're like, oh my God, I love how this is handmade, and I love how like you guys make tamales, and then they're banking off of our traditions and our culture in anthropology and in all these places that like they have nothing to do with us. They don't know us, but we maybe don't know how to market our stuff, or we don't know how to like represent it to the world. But it is special. It is something that people look out, like they don't have their own identity, so they go out searching it from other places, and we have it in like the tip of our fingers, but I would think we just as people we don't know how to make it work for us. That's how I feel.
Okay. Any thoughts?
I wouldn't go that far, like
Okay.
because there's some like Goya made it. Like there's some people that still get it and still market their way or whatever. I think it's just a challenge to progress and hold on.
Goya, like how do you say it? Like it's for our people. We're the market for them.
Do you think
don't
not
think
keeping
so.
tradition is selling out?
Huh?
Do you think not upholding a tradition is selling out?
Not upholding. I guess it depends by case by case scenario. It depends how you're looking at it. Because there are some costumbres that I call it traditions that I think need to go out the window. There's certain things that we do that I don't think
Talk about
benefit
it.
us.
Speak on it. Go ahead.
Talk about it.
No, I just
An
don't
example.
think it's generational things that like hurt us. Like I think there's certain things that like for us not knowing how to invest, not knowing how to start up a business, or like people hiding money under the mattress is like old school ways of doing things. Like I just think that, you know, there's certain things that like hinder us, and there are certain traditions I think that it's more cultural that are important, but there are certain costumbres which I think are traditions, like costumbres that
And
are
that's
bad.
my thing. Do you think that holds back your progress?
It depends. It's a case by case scenario.
case
I
by
think
case.
it depends on what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think it's something that it's easily lost as you move forward. You forget your past. That's in a lot of situations. But I don't think that it stops you. I think maybe if you try to hold on to your traditions, like, oh, my grandfather read the newspaper every day, so I'm not getting any new apps. I'm not doing anything new. I'm just reading the newspaper. If you're like closed-minded, that can stop progression. But you can still hold on to your traditions and be progressive. So I think it's just a challenge,
yeah.
but it doesn't. They're not like mutually. They don't. What's the word I'm looking for?
Related.
Yeah, like they don't need each other. Like I don't think it's the same.
So like I can be a successful person in life and have a career and all these things, but like let's say something that like I'm Peruvian, right, and my mom makes frijol colado every Easter, and she learned that from her grandmother, and we all do it on Easter. So like maybe that's something that a tradition that I'm always going to hold on to. So if I have kids, I'm going to teach them like what my mom taught me. Like those are little things that I think that keep you grounded to your
But if there's like a new,
But those
if there's
are
a,
small traditions.
Right,
That's not
Yeah.
considered like finances.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's the
I think
biggest
that that's
tradition.
something
like,
that
there's
brings
certain
you-
things like, okay, we stayed in this little corner store for our whole lives. It's gentrification. There's going to be more customers. We're obviously going to have to move to a bigger location. It doesn't matter if we love this spot. It's been here since the day we were born. We have to move.
right, you have to move, but then you can
And
hold
we-
on to those
of
little
course,
things.
Your tradition has to come with you.
Yeah.
Whatever gets left. But you're gonna have to move because of growth from your.
I agree
your
with that. That you
progression.
sometimes you have to go with the times, or if you're not going to go with the times, you move to other places. But I think those little traditions, those little costumbres, those little things that like we grew up with, those are the things you don't want to let go, because that's what makes
They
you
just
who
have to
you are.
stay in the back of your head. You don't have to do it every day. You just
Right,
have to.
yeah.
You just have to be like, I remember. So you can tell your kids about it. You don't have to really do it.
Pass it
let's
along.
I guess
say
it
let's say
depends
we
how
did it,
much
but
you
don't do
want.
it. Let's say we did it, but don't do it.
I think it depends on how much you want that in your family. I think it goes down to each person.
Hopefully, you're always going to be better than the last generation. So if you're going to follow, like I heard, I was listening to like an Indian speech. He was like, "Oh, my son my grandfather rode a camel. My grandson rode a camel. Now my son rides a Range Rover. My next son's going to ride a Range Rover. My next son's going to ride the newest Benz. My next grandson is going to ride a camel again. Let's bring it back just so we can tell him about the ropes. Like that one time you only have to bring it back. Like, yeah, he's going to ride a camel one more time just to show how our great grandfathers are. But you can get in that Lambo eventually.
Yeah, I don't think that you can have the Lambo and then you can go back to your hometown and ride the camel. I don't think. Why can't you have both?
You could, but most likely how the urge of you actually getting on that camel is not anything. But if you're forced, like, yo, we have to go back to our
Nah,
road.
bro, you ride the Lambo to the camel den.
It's not the same
Park it,
type of. It's not the same
hop
type
on
of
the
picture
camel.
he tried to fulfill to his son. Like, oh, I'm trying to make sure my great grandchildren remember what my grandfather.
I don't
did.
know. I feel like I wouldn't want to lose those things. I mean, they're gonna get lost with time. But I think as much as you can hold on, you should.
It's gonna get lost in technology.
Of
Regardless,
course.
most of the stuff is like, oh, you can't put a record on the thing. We used to listen to that record every day, but you can't put that record on the TV anymore. So you have to go stream.
Well,
it.
that's
a new
different.
tradition.
I'm
We're gonna be
talking about
streaming it.
like things that you do as a family, like traditions that you do as a family. You know, that's where I'm going with it.
But it can still slow down your family because if we do the same tradition every year, it's plateauing the family. If we can do it in a bigger location or a bigger area.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
Is there any traditions that you guys have that you would want to pass on to your kids that you do now or that you knew about with your families? I'm just curious.
We used to have family reunions in Maryland until I realized we're going to family reunions and we're not really talking about anybody progressing. We're just here just to see each other. I stopped going to family reunions and telling people, let's get some ideas for next year. If we do have something to show for ourselves, let's do something. Like, let's actually have a bigger explaining for this family reunion. Like, oh, we all are doing this. We have a family street, a family home, a family business, but we're just coming with all different ideas and we never joined together, so we're having family reunion for what? Like, so that's a tradition I want to bring back, but it has to be a stronger tradition. Like, we have to actually be here for something. Like, what do we do for each other? Our Austin church is still doing well. Like, our Austin, this is still doing well. Like,
You want to see progression in your family?
yeah, guaranteed.
Okay.
You want to have a productive.
Family.
Family
Tradition.
reunion. Okay. What about you? Do you have anything?
I don't have any on top of my head.
No?
Would you want to start a tradition?
Oh, yeah, that would be
Have you
cool.
ever started a tradition?
No, but I think I could.
Our generation can.
Yeah, I
We're the
think I
ones that
could.
get on the phone and hit up everybody, force them in.
I'm the one in my family
picking you
that
up.
organizes things and puts like if I'm not the one moving all the pieces, it doesn't happen. So I feel like that would be the one who would start a family tradition. Okay.
I think traditions should be like guides to doing stuff,
Yeah.
not set in stones.
But I think everybody's idea of traditions is different. Like his idea of tradition is a family reunion. With mine, it's more like passing down a recipe or more like doing like an activity like together. Like
Oh, they're all traditions. They're just different.
they're different types.
Related.
Yeah,
like-
they're different types. So I think it all depends on the person and what they do. So like in my family, there's a lot of traditions with cooking because my grandma was a great cook. So I think there's a lot of things that would be passed down in that realm. Like right now I have a nephew. We teach him how to make certain things that my grandma used to make. And we tell him about her. So it's like we're trying to keep that alive. But that's, that's a different type of tradition.
Okay.
What about you, Vic? Anything?
No, family. Same shit. Family.
Okay.
Like, family can't be a tradition, but family time.
Okay.
Any gathering, any holiday, any birthday, we just link up.
Okay.
It's not a question or it's just link up. We beefing? Link up. We cool? Link up.
Too bad he's showing up.
Yeah, just link up. Just stay together.
Okay. I think those things are important. Like, I think that as much as, like, technology and all these things, like, traditions and families should stick together because it's the only thing that's going to, bring back your identity of where you come from,
And you still have to start new traditions. Like,
Yeah, I agree
one
with
of the-
that. I
That's
like
one of
that.
the things. Like, okay, the old tradition. Let's start something 2000. Like, this is what we're gonna do for our next generation of kids.
Or
Stop.
modify something that exists, make it better. I like
Start
that idea
something
too.
new.
Or start
Scrape the
something
bottom.
new. Okay.
Like, start the platform again. Like, we a new generation of people. We have
Okay.
technology. We have everything around us to make it perfect.
Okay.
We can manifest a perfect family. We can do everything. If we, there's a will, there's a way.
Manifest the perfect family.
We can do that.
Traditions.
Facts.
Melatonin.
Swig, this is
So,
hard.
another theme of the movie was, does your friends and family's hopes for you create even more obstacles for your goals? That was showing like putting the pressure on that girl, you know, to go to college, you know, first one out the block and whatnot. And she had a lot of pressure on her. So in general, does your friends and family's hopes for you create even more of an obstacle for you to achieve your goals?
Of course. Me personally, no, I don't give a fuck what you think I'm gonna do. But normal people, of course, I see that. I can empathize with that, with her situation, with being, you know, the first or the only person on my family, my block, my whole community to go to college. All the pressure being on me. Everyone always saying, "Oh, you're the best of us. You're gonna make it." Fall back. I can't fall back. I can't chill. You can chill. Why can't I chill?
So your friends and family tell you that, you would just brush
Did
it
you
off?
feel like you
Me
had to?
personally?
Yeah.
Oh, please, come on. Nah, y'all don't. Y'all, no.
No?
Who's gonna pressure
Oh,
me
okay.
to do what? Have kids? Go to school? No. It took me like 7.5 years to graduate college.
Okay.
My mom wasn't happy about it, but I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. I don't care. I'll do it whenever I do it. It's gonna get done. But that's me. I'm
That's
wrong.
you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm weird. Like I'm wrong.
Okay.
So I know normal, regular people. I empathize with that situation, feeling pressure and amplified, you know, responsibilities for having other people on your shoulder. I get it.
So that was me.
See, but I would never feel that. Please, I laugh at that.
Well, because my parents came from Peru when they were in their 20s, and they literally started in a basement building of in Brooklyn with a bunch of other immigrants, and they worked their asses off. They now have a house, a 5-bedroom house, and they live in Mayapack, right? But growing up, it was so much pressure. They were always like, you have to go to college. You have to do better than us. You have to be better than us. And I remember and I was the oldest out of my siblings. So I always felt like I had to be like the one that, like, you know, follows through. Like I couldn't fuck up. Like I couldn't not go to college. So for me, I felt that pressure. But
Or what?
Huh?
What would happen to you if you didn't go to college or if you didn't fuck up?
I don't know.
Disappointing. You don't want to
I didn't
disappoint
want that
those people.
disappointment. But this is how
Some people
I
feel
felt.
that.
Yeah, but you have the rest of your life to undisappoint them. Just because I've disappointed tons of people before, and then you can appoint them. It's
But yeah, but when you see that your parents go, I feel like when you see.
Hold on, let her finish.
Oh, sorry.
No, go
I
ahead.
feel when you see your parents struggle that way, you don't want to be a disappointment to your own family. Like you don't. And honestly, for me, like school and everything came easy. Like I was pretty fast and quick with like learning and everything. So for me, it wasn't a problem. But I did go to college. I did do all the things they wanted me to do. But the only thing that I could say that I chose my career. Like they wanted me to be a specific something, and I said that's not the path I want to take. And I will say they supported it, whatever I wanted to do. So it's like a hit or miss, because like that pressure made me better, because I did end up with 2 degrees and I did graduate college. I didn't take breaks. Like I felt that pressure. I had to get it done, and I think I needed that push, right? And regardless of what I did or not, like I think that pressure put me in a better place now in life. But I'm just glad that they didn't force me to like pick something that I didn't want to do. Like they said, just pick something you like, pick something you want to do, but you have to go to college. Like that's not even a question. And I don't know. I think it was a good push for me, but I do feel like that there's certain people in different levels. Like even like people who go to Ivy League schools, that their parents went to Ivy League schools, they probably feel that pressure that they have to perform as much as their parents did. Or like your 2 parents are doctors or scientists, they might feel like, fuck, I got to be in this. I got to be as smart as my parents. Like I think that pressure comes from different levels.
Yeah, at that time when they have doctors as parents, they're already putting their kid in a level where by the time they want to make their own decision, they're already halfway as a
Yeah, they
doctor and
have to.
halfway as a lawyer. So
They have no
can just be
choice.
like, okay, I'm already 50% here. Let me just take it all the way.
Yeah.
They already place them in the right schools and all that nonsense. I never really thought, like, cared about my parents, like, or family being proud of me or anything, because I was like, I'm just trying to impress your asses. Everything I do, I'm just trying to impress y'all. Next 10 years, I'm trying to impress you. Whatever I did in 5 years, I'm just trying to impress you. I don't care.
Do you think there's more pressure if your parents are successful or if they're not successful and you want to do better than them?
I think it's when you're not successful and you see your parents not doing well,
Yeah,
and
That's more
they
pressure
think,
to do it
and they're
better?
stagnant, and
Okay.
they're okay with not being successful.
Or
And
you wanna be
and
better
you
for
see,
them.
And you see other people around you. You go to public schools and you see the top to the bottom class. So you're like, okay, let me get in the top class and tell my family how it is, and let's get up there. Let's get up there eventually. Let's start moving towards that direction. And when you get old enough to start motivating your parents, that's the best feeling. Like,
Yeah. And to me, it's like, if you see your parents work hard and struggle, like, you want to get them out of that. Like, if you know that you have the opportunity to do it, like, for me personally, like, I tell my parents all the time, like, one day I'm going to buy you a house. Like, I want to do that. Like, I think that gives you that motivation.
Okay, I agree with both of you, Mr. Vic.
I just think I have to sit this one out. This is not my topic.
No,
I
give
don't
me
feel-
your opinion. Yeah, that's your valid point of view.
I would love my parents to be proud of me or become a success, but none of that to me is tangible. None of that is real. None of that is tangible. If my mom's successful, sorry, there's no if. My mom is successful as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
My pops, excuse me, my pops was successful as fuck. I had no pressure. Like I
You
was
had
the
no
first.
pressure.
I was the firstborn. I had all this, I guess, invisible pressure, the same pressures that other people have and feel. I just never.
Do you feel like you were raised in a level of privilege?
Absolutely. I went to Catholic school. Got all A's.
That's
But
a
I
valid
think it's
point.
important
People
to hear
that
a different point of view.
I
yeah,
went to
because
exactly.
college.
everybody
That's
has a
people.
different-
That,
I went to school and I fucked up big time. I got kicked out of one school, and it's not because I couldn't. You know, I got a F and I failed Spanish 1 for non-speakers, and I speak Spanish fluently, and I got an A in organic chemistry, and I watched my mom sad, cried. Look at my
do
report
you
cards.
think in the back of your head that's a level of rebellion?
I wasn't rebelling.
No,
I was living. I was just-
consciously. You don't think so?
No, because I was very self-aware. Like it was conscious. I went to school in Miami. So I was 17. I left my house. My mom had a foot in my ass 17 years, and I surgically removed that foot and took off to Miami.
So you think you were more independent right off the bat?
I was just searching for independence. Life is singular. I don't really, until I have kids, because that's my choice. Until I have kids, my life is mine. My shit is singular. I'm selfish in a positive way. Like I don't live any part of my life for anybody else. I love my mom. I love my grandparents. Sure, I want them to be happy, but don't seek happiness through me. I'm not gonna seek happiness or validation through y'all. We cool for separate shit,
and that's because your parents are successful. You don't have to owe them anything.
probably.
But if they
they're
weren't
also
doing well, you probably would be like, oh, well, let me work a little hard to get them up out of the grind, or get them out of the
no,
trenches. Or
because
whatever.
I know people who are not doing well.
Yeah, but your parents, your mommy, your dad. If your mommy, your dad were not successful, you'll probably want to pick them up out of there. If you were successful, if you were getting up
I
there.
empathize with that situation, but I'm telling you, I would not. It wouldn't change. I would not. I get it.
Okay.
I get it, but I just personally don't, because I don't care about doing well for anybody.
You probably never seen your mom really
do,
down.
do you think?
Yeah, they couldn't have picked a wronger statement.
Do you think that's the mentality of those people that recently on the news, like what's that girl from Full House that paid their kids to go to college? You think that's the same kind of mentality?
What? How do you mean?
Oh, she worked her way, like she worked connections to get her kids
Yeah.
into college.
What
and she
mentality
ended
is
up-
what?
Its mentality is like the parents want to do good for you, but like the kid could go either way. It's not like the kid was. Well, we don't know much about the kids, but
Yeah.
as far as like
the pressure,
the
like,
pressure,
wanting them to
yeah.
go to
Is there
school
more
and being in
pressure in
Ivy League
that?
school.
I have both my parents were born in DR. I have first generation guilt, but they also both went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Like college wasn't something like, oh, you graduate high school, he's going off to college. It wasn't like a thought. I had to go to school. I had to go to college. I had to get a job. I've had a job since I was 13. Whether my mom gave me money or not, I had a job since I was 13 years old. I've never, even though I privileged, even though I grew up privileged, I was faced with that. Like I went to DR every summer. I spent in 10 huts, and we talked about this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I saw both sides. So I never, success is very, very, when you go back and my neighbor lives in a tin hut the size of this living room, and I see those little girls wearing rags and happy as fuck. Success, like it's just different. So I see things different. I don't see it, making my parent proud. We already won. We made it. We won.
Okay.
Now, as a choice, personally for me, sure, I want to do well. But to be like, I want to be as successful as my mom, I never thought in my mind. Or I want to be successful so I can buy my mom a house. That never came in my mind. I just don't look at
You don't look at it that way.
So it doesn't affect me the same way. However, like I said, I can empathize with people who do feel that pressure because that's a real thing.
It is. It's
I
pressure
just happen
from
not to
different
feel it.
levels too.
Yeah,
like
there's
I
all
said,
kinds of different
like
things.
Rich kids who have parents
Trying to prove your parents that you're good enough.
Yeah,
Trying to help your
I see
parents.
it-
Trying
I
to-
see it from
but
different ways.
Prove, help. Those words don't exist in my vocabulary. What do I have to prove to what? No. My mom's either gonna love me for who I am or love me for what I made. She's gonna love you regardless. I know people who are drug addicts. They still go home. They want their parents want something better for them. They're frustrated with their life. They might kick you out. But they still want you to do well. Whether you're a drug addict with no teeth on meth and you rolling back in the
I think
crib,
that
or you're Jeff Bezos rolling back to your parents' house, they're gonna love you, bro.
Yeah, but I think wanting to make your parents proud is a feeling that comes from your own feelings. Like that's something that you want to do for your like on your own. I don't think that your parents expect it or whatever. Like for example, my parents with the pressure, like they always wanted it for me, and if I didn't, I don't think that they would love me any less. Like I just felt like I wanted to do that for them. So I think it's different. I think it comes from a place like you
I wanna do
wanna
shit for
make
me.
them smile. Yeah, so everybody's different.
Do you think that'll change when you have kids?
Yes.
When you have kids?
But that's mine. Like I made those kids. That's different. My mom made me. I'm her problem. She's not my problem.
Okay.
My kids are my problem.
You're
That's-
her problem.
Yeah, I'm her problem. She gotta worry about me. I gotta worry about her.
All right.
My kids are my problem. That's why I don't have any yet.
Okay.
Anything to add?
After you have kids, and we're gonna wrap this conversation.
Oh, we gotta
read.
read. Everything I said is gonna be different once I have kids. I have to say. I have to read.
Talk about this again.
Oh yeah, we have to run it all the way back, and everything I'm gonna say is gonna change once I have babies. But I know that sitting here right now today.
Okay.
Do you think your goals are independent?
100%.
Independent, like, okay,
My goals only have to do with me.
okay.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Like some goals are dependent on people.
On other people? Yeah.
So your goals more personal.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a trick. Why are you trying to trick me?
I don't
No,
know
like
if you're
somebody's goal might be to start a business, which depends on people.
Okay, no, for
You know
me, I
that.
was thinking like motivation. Like for me, this having the backstory of my parents for me is motivation to want to like succeed and be better. But not everyone has that story, right? Everybody's different.
Yeah, I mean, you turned that obstacle into motivation.
Right.
Some people use that pressure negatively, but you
Yeah.
turned it positively.
Yeah,
which is
everybody's different.
valid.
Everybody has a different like approach.
deals with pressure differently.
Yeah.
Right. All right. We're good. All right.
Fine. I only did this for y'all. Like I was like, I
Oh
really,
my God,
like
you
I
did this
really,
for-
because yo, these same
You
group of
did it
girls.
for the team?
Look, these same group of girls used to see me.
He says what he
they
thinks
couldn't
and does
chill
what
with
he
me every
does.
Tuesday and Thursday because I had appointments with certain shorties on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh my God.
So what can she say? Like
He says
what's
what
she
he
gonna say?
thinks
Like,
and
oh,
does
I'm,
what he
I'm
thinks.
messing with my Tuesday. I'm messing with my Thursday. I'm messing with my Tuesday. And now I'm dating you. Who you think I am? Like, I'm a young boy. I'm doing what I do. Like, what the hell, Vic? I'm Vicking it. Don't Vicking it, dog. Come on. I'm being a prime Vic example.
Vicking it.
yo, leave me
I'm
out of
being a prime Vic example.
Leave me
it.
out of this. Leave me out of this.
Vicking it.
Bro, I'm talking to a girl. I'm in love. Like I need a girl.
No,
I'm out the
no.
game.
Vicking
You
it.
have
I'm out the game, baby. Don't look at my shit. Don't look at my
just
shit.
sent the same
I
text.
told you that in confidence. I told you,
Now you trying to bury me.
I told you that in confidence.
Now you trying to bury me. That never happened.
He started looking at my text and shit. Stop. Stop looking
Vicking
at
it.
this. Yo, don't bring me into this.
He said
Vicking
I'm
it.
making it.
Vicking it.
Okay, we gotta coin that term.
Oh, don't coin nothing. No coins. don't coin that. There's already enough coins.
Are you vicking it tonight? Are you vicking
I don't
it
want this to
weekend?
land.
Vicking it.
It was like early
That's
high
the
school.
male thought.
No, it's not. Yo,
Vicking
I don't want this to land. Don't let my
When you
chest hairs
coached
fool
us
you.
on how to use Tinder, I knew it was something crazy.
Just because I'm
Yo,
informed.
it's
nigga.
possibilities, probability.
He is dressed like
I'll wait my 4 hours.
he is dressed like
I don't gotta wait no more. I don't gotta wait.
Now I'm paying.
I'm upgrading.
hold on.
Oh my
Before you
gosh.
use that free app to the full advantage.
I really did.
Nah, I'm playing. I was like, yo.
Yeah, he is dressed like a Dominican quagmire, isn't he? He is. Yo, look it up. Look it up, yo.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
you're right,
you
you're
got
right.
the
Just
shirt.
crack my right
You got
now,
the
you
shirt. You gotta look him up. You
He knows what quagmire looks like.
I know exactly what crack my looks like.
He got the red shirt. Dominican quagmire.
Oh my god.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, I didn't know his first name was Glenn.
It's Glenn.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Glenn.
Yo, this is the funniest one.
I just looked it up.
When you found out about internet porn.
Oh, that arm.
He's a lefty.
Yeah, that arm.
I didn't know he was. I'm a righty.
The
So.
big- the veins popping out.
All right.
That's make believe. Yo, I had. Oh, sorry, you have to talk.
No, go ahead.
I had a question. I was in a debate, and if I'm wrong, I'm willing to acquiesce that I'm wrong.
Really?
Are you really gonna say you were wrong?
I'm asking.
Exactly.
But if
Go
I
ahead.
so I believe that I'm right. In this conversation, it was brought to my attention that maybe I could be wrong. So I wanted to bring it to attention of other people,
Okay.
specifically a female
Okay.
and a male.
You're the woman.
I am the woman.
You had to you had to double check, like you had to
No,
you had to
she's-
recheck, you had to reaffirm that. Like is this,
No.
you're the woman.
I am the woman.
She's a feminist.
a feminist? Okay, go ahead.
She's
Anyways, go
Yeah.
ahead.
I think there's a difference between like lying, because I don't think I'm a good liar, right? Like if you ask me, I'm not a good. Were you with that one? No, I wasn't with her. I'm not a good liar,
Okay.
but I'm fantastic at make believe. Like I think there's lying when you lie, or like, here's an example. There's a guy that comes up to you at a bar. You're not really about. He's nice. He was you know he maybe he had a good line, and you're like I want to be nice, but I don't really want to do this. So you tell him you have a boyfriend.
Okay.
You don't have a boyfriend.
Okay. I've done that.
I feel like that's more make believe than like lie. That's not really
that's
a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
All right. All right. Well, you guys are more black and white. I think there's intricacies in things.
I think when you're acting, it's make believe. If you're lying,
Acting.
See? So now you just opened my door back. You guys slammed my door shut.
I never said anything.
Hold
No,
on.
you said it's a lie. You said I said
I said
there's a
that
difference.
particular situation is a lie.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that was a bad example, but there is a distinction between lie and make believe.
There's
Because you just said
fibs.
acting.
There's fibs too.
You're just using other words, but you get what I'm saying.
But I
It-
feel
it
like if
Fibs,
if-
make believe, lies, white lies,
it's
whatever
all
the word
same
is.
shit. It's a lie.
So there are two different
Make
things.
believe is just
No,
not
it
true.
yeah,
It's
because
not
Lie
true.
is just not true.
yeah, a lie is
Okay,
not true.
if you're
not
acting,
wrong, but I'm saying you're gonna keep going because I don't want you to get off this acting point.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But there are two different things. There's lie, but in the umbrella of a lie, they're branches.
Okay. The,
No,
like the
let's-
fibs and the this and
No,
that white
yes,
lies.
yes,
and,
yes.
Yeah, there's different types of lies.
So
But
let's
some lies
establish
can
that.
have a little bit of truth in them.
No, you just continue. Hold that.
The best
Don't
lies
get there
do.
yet. Hold on.
Go ahead.
That's part of it. Don't get there
Go
yet.
ahead.
We're still not done with your acting thing. I just
ahead.
want to go step by step and make sure that we don't go back. So
Okay.
yes, there's lies, and there's other things.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. We all agree on that.
Continue. There's acting.
I said there's when you're acting, say you're pretending, make believe, whatever. Like there's a wedding scene, and they're acting to get married, but it's
they're
not for
not.
real. It's not a lie.
But that's for a movie or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's acting. You're role playing.
Why would you
into
need
What
to
if
be
I'm-
acting in regular life?
What do you mean? Why?
Why would you need to be acting in regular life if you're
No,
acting?
I'm just talking about the
Just
core
in that
general.
example,
That's the difference.
you
in my
acted
opinion, in my eyes.
Like you had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And when I go on cruises, let's say I go on a cruise, I can act like I'm Victor Gonzalez, or I act sometimes like I'm Diego de la Vega, and I'm an anesthesiologist.
I heard that name before.
Well, hold
You
on.
said that before.
Anesthesiologist.
I said because
You
you know
was-
me, you know me.
You want to be an anesthesiologist?
I don't want to be an anesthesiologist. Diego de la Vega is an anesthesiologist.
Have you ever worn scrubs?
Yeah, I wore scrubs
Okay.
at the Jiggy Showcase.
That sounds right.
Wow, in high school.
Yeah, hell yeah, son.
That sounds right. Yeah.
So I can be Diego. So if I meet a girl,
But you're lying though, because if someone
or am I
asks you something-
acting?
No, but what do you need to act in life for? You act
Because I
for a
don't want to
purpose.
be this woman. I don't want to be with this woman, and I also don't want to hurt her feelings and let her down. So,
So
I'm gonna
you
pretend.
lie.
I'm gonna act to be someone
Pretend and
else.
lie.
No, you're lying.
Yeah, you're lying.
You're being a
All
liar.
right, so okay,
a big old liar.
thank you.
if
Thank
you're
you.
acting for a purpose,
I get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I get
then
it.
that's different.
What's the difference between acting for a purpose? So now, whoa, everybody stop. So my purpose for acting wasn't good enough for you. That was just a lie. So give me a good reason to act or to lie.
If you're in a play, if you're in a movie, if you're going to like, if
Well, you're playing
practicing-
with kids. You're playing make believe.
Oh.
I'm not lying.
So it's okay to lie to children.
No,
No, that's not a lie. You're playing. make believe.
They want you to be the magical dragon and
Yeah,
the pirate.
exactly. That's not
I'm
a lie. You
playing-
wouldn't say that's
I'm
a lie.
playing with this human. She wants me to be Diego de la Vega. She doesn't want me to be me. She doesn't
That's
want me
role
to be.
playing.
She
That's
doesn't
all
know
right.
that who you are.
Stop.
Yeah. I agree
How
with
do you
that.
know
That's-
she wants you to be that?
If that's
But
role
you-
playing,
her
role
you're a
play is
Vic.
when you, but role play
it's role playing lying.
But role playing is when you both agree that you're
That's all
gonna
I
role
wanted.
play.
Exactly, that's what
Like
I'm saying.
in a sexual
But,
situation,
yeah, is
you're
it?
gonna be this, and I'm
But
gonna
is
be
it
that.
called
We're gonna-
lying, or is it called
No,
role?
that's-
Yeah, that's
Why
what I'm
is that
saying.
not
All
lying?
the role playing.
Because you both are knowing what you're gonna do. You're gonna both role play.
Yeah,
into
I
a
agree with that.
situation.
Y'all
Yeah.
both agree to one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
but that's
both
not a
know
lie.
that-
That's,
y'all both know, yeah.
I agree. That's
When
not a lie.
somebody's
That's role
getting
playing.
held back
Does
the
she
truth.
know who you
when
were?
somebody's getting held back the truth, it's called lying. So if
Right.
you're not telling them the facts, it's a lie.
Role playing is, hey, I'm the
If
doctor,
you know
you're the nurse.
if you know
Lying
the right
is
answer,
going
you're
up
not
to
giving it to somebody. You're lying to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Does she know that you're Victor and that you're coming in as whoever, Quagmire? I don't know.
She violated.
I'm just wondering.
De La
Does she know?
Vega.
De La Vega.
Quagmire got hella play on that show. Just letting y'all know.
Quagmire.
I'm just wondering.
Oh,
Did
top
she know
five.
that you were
he
not
ended
being
up
yourself?
having AIDS and all that.
Why you have to do that?
Quagmire.
Yeah, when they go in the future, he has AIDS and he takes Robitussin.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like
God.
Robitussin pills. He wild out.
Oh yeah, that's
I
so
don't, I don't want to be Quagmire anymore.
No.
How you gave?
Yeah, take
we
it
all
all
laughed
the
at
way
the
down. Like I
Quagmire
said-
joke. Then you gave me AIDS, bro. That shit is crazy,
That's how
bro.
far he took it.
Role playing is, I'm the
Did she-
doctor, you're the nurse.
Yeah.
That's role playing. You
Yeah,
both
they
agree.
know. Mm-hmm.
Lying is going up to a random stranger saying, I'm a doctor. That's lying.
Yeah, that's lying.
That's straight up lying.
So hold on, but did this person know that you weren't being Vic? Like, were they conscious that you?
To
were
this day,
being-
she probably still thinks I'm Diego de la Vega, and she's
so she
waiting
didn't know
for
who
an
Vic
answer.
is.
So
Who's
she
Vic?
finds your Instagram
Exactly,
right now
so
on
then that's
Facebook.
not
She
role
knows
What
playing.
that.
Instagram? I'm Diego de la Vega. We're playing on a.
Now
If
are
She
she
didn't
finds
know
your
that you were
Instagram.
role playing. She thought you
Your
were
real
Diego
Instagram.
de la Vega.
What if-
That's
what
who
if-
you presented yourself.
what if you're
as.
bipolar?
when you role play with kids and you play
what if you're bipolar?
peekaboo,
Are you a
they
liar?
really think you disappear to alternate
No.
reality. It's
No,
the same thing.
It's not.
What
So
if
why
you're-
is he said? But he said it's okay to play with kids.
What if
With
you're
kids, it's
bipolar?
different.
Why is the kids with different? I'm sorry, don't let it go. But this is a good point.
Because
I
kids have wild imaginations. And
I have a
you're-
wild imagination.
But with kids, you're playing because they want you to be a pirate. They want you to be a dragon. It's not real.
And this girl wants me to be an anesthesiologist
How
that's
do you
into
know
her.
that she
Because every
wants
woman
you?
wants a rich doctor to be into them.
I think
Just
a
like
lie
every kid
is-
wants to play with dragons.
a lie
You
has
made
to
a
be a
generalization.
choice.
You were
I did
fishing and
too.
you
You
caught
were
one.
catfishing,
can't
bro.
talk over
You were fishing and you caught one.
You got to give a choice.
You
I
were
think a
catfishing
lie
this
is when
girl.
You don't
without
give a kid a
choice.
choice.
A lie
I'm
is
just saying
without
you
choice.
can't differentiate those two things. If you said it's okay to role play and lie to kids, why is it? Why is that
Because
okay?
it-
Because
it's
there's a
different.
choice. You're playing with a kid.
I'm playing.
The kid's gonna forget who you are, walk
So
away,
does she.
and this no, because this person's
Alright.
thinking, oh, she's texting all her friends. Oh my god, I just met.
You
a
can't text on a
doctor."
cruise. This is why
Whatever.
specific I said cruise. Cruises are you go under an unwritten agreement. When you go on a cruise, you let go of your phone, you let go of all your inhibitions. You're in the middle of the water with not any contact to the
this-
outside world.
If this girl hooks up with you with the idea that she thought she hooked up with a doctor, you went
She thought
in
she
there-
could have hooked up with a ghost. I don't exist. You wake up the next day and you lose your friends. Cruises are ginormous. You disappear on the
I've never
planets.
been on a cruise actually.
You'd be a,
Never.
it'll be
I
a good
said we
time.
go on cruise.
Huh?
I said we go on a cruise before. and
I've
you
never
said,
been on one.
Nah, you said nah. I
fun
don't
as
like
fuck.
cruises. Something about the water.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to roam, but whatever. My thing is,
You roam when
You
get to
roam on
every
an island. You go island hopping
to every
literally.
single island.
All right.
Anyways,
we're
go.
missing the point. The
I'm just
point
saying,
is-
y'all fucked up when y'all opened the door to say that there's two different things. Now you say, oh, you can do it to kids, but you can't do it to adults.
No,
but you
you
can do it to
can't.
this, but you can
That's
do
a
it.
lie,
You
'cause
lost. That's a great
no.
line. You already opened the door to show that there's a lie and there's make believe. When you choose to apply what's the lie and what's make believe, that's up to your discretion because you each had a different answer. But you opened the door and said that there is a distinguished difference between a lie and a make believe. Y'all just lost that story in court. If y'all would have taken that to court, y'all would have lost.
there is a difference. A
That's it.
lie
So you
takes
lose-
a lie takes
Don't matter.
place in real life.
You set the
With
precedent. You
real
said there's a
life.
difference. Hard
Acting
stop.
and acting is done purposely.
Bro, you can say all the words you want to. You already opened. You opened Pandora's box. You told me that there is a difference, and you can differentiate between the two.
It says
after
a
that
lie
is open for
is-
interpretation.
The definition says a false statement made with deliberate intent to deceive.
There you go.
Real
Deliberate
life.
intent to
deliberate.
deceive.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so explain
purposely
to-
is acting. Purposely, when you're doing it on
Purposely.
purpose, and everybody knows we're on the same page.
With the
Even
intent
if I'm
to deceive.
acting like she
Okay.
doesn't know.
Okay, ready? With the intent to deceive. So when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, you want that kid to believe he's in a dungeon and a
But then
dragon.
you know, and you tell the kid, oh, it was just.
You're
make-believe.
deceiving
No,
the
because you let
kid.
them know that it was
You are
make-believe.
deceiving this child when you go like this and he thinks you're in a different galaxy and you come back. Holy shit. That's why it works. You are deceiving them. It's the same definition.
You're playing games with a child. It's different.
It's different because that's your distinguishment, but that's not your job to
The
distinguish
kid
all the
knows
differences.
that you're not a dragon, and the kid knows you're
He
not.
doesn't
a
because that's the whole point. That's why you're doing it. It only works because he really thinks when you do this, you're fucking gone, or else he would just stare at you like this is a dumbass game.
No, they like to play along.
No,
They
no,
play along, and then they know
there's
the
no
reality.
playing along. When you do that with a toddler, it's written in fact that that's the only reason why that game works because they think you
'Cause their
disappear.
imagination is
You're
still active.
deceiving that
It
child.
says ethics. Lying is a form of deception, but not all forms of deception are lies.
Damn, I'm thinking.
Lying.
Say that again. Say it again.
Hold on.
Lying is a form of deception, but not all forms of deception are lies. Lying is giving some
there can be
information.
a lie with a little truth in it.
Let's finish it. Hold on.
That's it.
Lying is giving some information while believing it is untrue, intending to deceive. I gotta click the link.
That's too much.
Purposely.
No, that is too perfect.
enough.
Look, you don't want it no more. Go, Berto. Sing it.
No,
man.
I mean it says
Sweet.
it's a form of deception, but it's not all. It's not the same thing. It's a form of it.
Because that's what we said. There's umbrellas. There's the white lies, the fibs, the this, the that.
That's what I'm telling you. You already made it. You opened. You set the precedent. All I'm saying was if y'all were in court, y'all be fucked because you set a precedent, and then now you are trying to let a line to distinguish. But you already set the precedent. It's over. Y'all already opened the box. So now, but all that shit after but is dead. Y'all open the box.
But what? What are you trying to explain?
There is no but after you just said there is two. There's precedent. There's two.
Oh no,
There's two
I was
different
agreeing.
things.
Yeah, I was agreeing.
Oh, then it's over. Then
There's
I
a
won.
real
I'm
life
texting
and
her
there's a
right now. I'm
purposely.
gonna call her right now.
There's purposely. There's
You're gonna
acting
call
in
who
it.
right now?
That I'm right. That I won this argument. Poor girl.
Call her up here.
Or,
Oh, no,
or
not
like
about this
there's,
one, not
there's
about
plenty.
Call her up. Man.
Put her on.
Put her on. No.
Fila, let's have a conversation,
Just
girl.
have a
What's up?
conversation.
Look at my face. Not this one.
He got the teary eyes. He got the
I had to hit him with this one. Hey, look at my face.
So why don't you choose the difference between lie and make believe?
Don't embarrass you.
That didn't come up good.
Lie versus make believe.
No, look,
or,
look.
Those are just the words that I
Lies
use to
versus
describe it.
acting or whatever. It's just purposely in real life picture. That's it.
Damn.
Real life is a lie. If it's in real life, and
And
I
it-
know I'm deceiving you.
It's
Or
crazy.
Acting is like purposely lying.
But you went with the intention to
Because
lie
I
to
didn't
this
think.
girl.
No.
You did went with the intention.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You didn't want to be like, yo, my name is Vic, but
Y'all
right
can't
now
tell me what I
I'm
did.
going with De La Vega.
Yeah.
Y'all can't tell me what I did. Y'all open
She
the
knew.
precedent.
She knew.
It's not about she knowing. That's not what the definition, bro.
I'm asking. You just straight up lied to her face that you're not.
Giggity, giggity.
No.
But what's like the difference
Yo,
between
don't
like
text her and say you're right. She's gonna just.
withholding stuff? Like Dr. Dre said, the album is coming. The album is coming. The album is coming. Is that
Detox
lying?
never dropped.
Yeah, exactly. Is that lying or is that
He could be working on it right now.
he could still? But that's still holding truth because it's still
Deception.
not doing it. That's a form of deception, I guess.
That is a form of deception. He's been deceiving us for years.
Okay. All right.
Watch out for Detox. Look out for Detox. And
How's that a lie? He's telling you
Detox
to look
never
out for
dropped. He has albums called that.
it. He didn't say I'm dropping it next month.
No, but he has
So is that a lie?
albums. He
He
has
had a
mixtapes
date.
and albums called.
That's not a lie.
It had a date.
Yeah.
If he when he said
That
this
singles,
is the,
remember that Akon single?
when he said this is the date that it's releasing.
Yeah.
If he believed it when he said it, he wasn't trying to deceive you. He actually believed that this was the truth when it
That's
happened.
different. Shit happens. Maybe they couldn't drop it the date. Fine. I agree with that. But what you're
You better stop
talking
agreeing
about-
with me. Nah.
what
You
you're
already
talking
agreed. You
about-
fucked up. You already agreed.
But what you're talking about is straight up lies.
Okay.
Lies all day.
Listen, we could run it back and watch it over. You're gonna hear what you said, and you're gonna be upset that you said that.
No.
All right,
right.
play it.
Lies. All right.